Hi, I'm Sharon Bill. Welcome to my theory tuition series where we're working together step by step through each of the ABRSM theory grades. There are lots of resources available to help you on my website. If you go to sharonbill.com, you'll find some free PDF information sheets which you can download in US letter or A4 to accompany each step of this series. You'll find a page there with links to all of my YouTube video tutorials, and you can also find out about the books that I have available. I've written an exam technique guide, how to take your ABRSM Music Theory Exam. It's full of tips and hints on how to best prepare for your exam and also how to make the best use of your time come exam day. So if you go to sharonbill.com, you'll find it's all there. If you can give me a like, that would be really super, and please do subscribe to my channel to keep updated. Please do share out the videos. And now we're going to continue with the 2018 Grade 5 Practice Paper C. This is the exam paper that was sat in the last exam session of 2018. We're going to look at question 4, so if you turn with me to page 18, we'll make a start on this. So we're going to keep referring back to this little extract here over the next couple of pages. So here we go. The first job we have is some performance directions. These are now given to you as multiple choice. I'm not sure that makes it any easier, because sometimes you can just get thrown off the scent a little bit. And if you look to your PDF document, I've given you a little pop quiz there just to help you, so do a bit of revision. There's nothing for it but a healthy chunk of revision, because if you remember, this is all of grades 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 combined. We've got Italian, French and German now, so I recommend that you group all of your like terms thematically, even colour code it, whatever helps you to get to grips with this. So I'm hoping you've had a go with these, and now we'll check through these answers together. So nicht zu schnell. My German is not great, however I do know that it means not too fast. So ad lib means at choice. If you think about it, liberty, free will, at choice there. Sort of freedom of time. Okay, next one. So we have to rewrite the soprano part of bar 10 in compound time, but we don't change the rhythmic effect. And so if you remember from your exercises in your music theory and practice workbook, when you're going from simple to common, we're adding dots and removing triplets and that sort of thing, because what's happening here is, here's the soprano part, here's the piano part. We're on 3 beats in a bar, we're in triple time, and each beat is a quarter note or a crotchet beat. So what we've got to do, we've got to stay in triple time, so we still need 3 beats per bar, but instead of being a quarter note, which divides into 2, we've got to make it a dotted quarter note or a dotted crotchet, which divides into 3 quaver beats. 1, 2, 3, and so we're counting in quaver beats, and actually 3 groups of 3 is 9/8. So that's our new time signature. And so let's have a look at bar 10, what we're going to be doing. So here in bar 10, we've got to extend groups of 2 into groups of 3. We've got to kind of stretch the timing. So this will have a dot, and if we remove the triplet, that's job done actually. So it's quite simple to do once you remember what it is you've actually got to do. Easy to say, I know, but lots of practice and you soon get the gist. So this will be the C natural, but we will add a dot. So there's our 2 groups of 3. You can see that is that. And then our final group of 3, if we just remove the triplet, the job is done for us. There we go, and it wouldn't do any harm to just slur it. There we go. So then, bit of general information here. The extract begins in the key of D major, which key has the same key signature, which other key. And again, if you've written out your circle of fifths. You can look at that easily and you can see that D major and B minor share the same key signature. If you're not sure how to do this, so you've got a quick and easy access to all of your major and minor keys, this is the circle of fifths. And if you want to find out how to work that out, there's a video that I've worked through explaining this. If you look in the link in the cards and in the description, you can see exactly how to do that, so do check out that video. And so if you do this before you start, you've already done the thinking and you know that D major is related to B minor and shares the same key signature. So that's that one done. Now keep this to hand, we're still going to be referring back to this. And so now we've got some more questions to answer. So we've got a bit of maths going on here. So how many demi-semiquavers or 32nd notes are the tied notes in bars 5 to 6 worth? So here we've got a dotted minim tied to a quaver. So that's quite massive, that is. So what I'm going to do, just because I haven't got much space and my math skills aren't great, and what I need to do is just visualise that. So I know that one crotchet beat, I know that we're going to have to do some multiplication here because that's 3 times the length plus the tie. But one crotchet beat divides into 2 quavers, 2 eighth notes, which divides into 4 semiquavers or 16th notes, which divides again into 8 32nd notes or demi-semiquavers. So we know that one crotchet beat, one quarter note is 8 demi-semis. We've got 3 times that here. So 3 eighths are 24. And then we have a quaver or an eighth note as well. So we have that much left to add on, plus 4 32nd notes to a quaver or an eighth note, and so altogether that gives us 28 demi-semis or 32nd notes. So there we go, got that in the end. I just need to visualise that to help me with my maths. Now then, the notes in bar 6, which are marked with a bracket, these are in the right hand piano part. Is it true or false that these form part of the chromatic scale? So here, let's see what we've got. See, it looks promising. However, if you just see how this looks on the piano keyboard, let me just move everything up. So then we have an A to a B flat. However, B flat to C is not a semitone, so there we go. It looked promising but not, so it's false. And then, is it true or false that the chord marked with an X in the piano part of bar 10 is the tonic in second division? Is it 1 C and A minor? So before we go searching, let's see what we're looking for. In A minor, chord 1 is A, C, E. First, third, fifth, built on that tonic note, and 1C would have a B. So, I don't know why I said that. It would have an E in the bass. Don't quite know why I said that. There's A, B, C. There we go. So we're looking for an A, C, E chord with the E as the lowest note in the bass. So let's have a look at the chord in bar 10. So we have an E. We have an A, a C, an E, and the lowest note in the bass is an E. So actually, yep, that's true. So now we're asked to rewrite the first left-hand piano chord of the extract. So the first left-hand chord of the piano extract is this here. But we've got to write it at the same pitch in the tenor clef, so just be careful you don't jump any octaves. Now the tenor clef is higher up, sort of a double bar line. That line, second line from the top, is middle C that everything is centered around, and if we keep middle C as our anchor point, we shouldn't go wrong. We need the key signatures first though. We have to drop down for the F sharp, C, B, A, G, F sharp, and C sharp. So here we go, let's have a look. So in the bass clef, this is middle C. So we are the A below that, 1, 2, 3 below that, and then a fifth again to the D. So C, B, A, and then a fifth down, 1, 3, 5 to the D. D, E, F, G, A, B, C, that's it. There we go. That's that one. Now a bit of general information. It asks us to give the name of the voice part that is next in range above the baritone, and that's the tenor. The baritone lies between the tenor and the bass. Nice rich register. And now some general orchestral information. So there are lots of options here, but we'll talk through a few of those that would do. So we're asked to name a standard orchestral instrument that could play the soprano part of the extract so that it sounds at the same pitch. And then we need to say which family it belongs to. So the soprano part of the extract, the soprano is higher in the voice range. It's a treble clef range voice. However, if you notice, it's not supremely high in the register. But the obvious choices for a treble clef instrument that would be comfortable there, if we're in woodwind, we would say flute, or oboe will do, or even clarinet. They are quite comfortable in that register. If you were choosing the brass family, you would say trumpet. If you were choosing the string family, then we would say violin. They are the obvious choices. And now we're looking at some percussion questions. So we need to name 2 standard orchestral percussion instruments. That's a mouthful. One that produces a definite pitch, that's like tuned percussion that you could make a tune with. An indefinite pitch, that's untuned, you wouldn't play a tune on that. So definite pitch, where you could play a melody. Percussion is basically anything that you hit. So you would hit tubular bells with a hammer and they could play a tune. The xylophone with the beaters, or the glockenspiel, same technique. There are loads more, but that will do. Now indefinite pitch, some that don't play a melody, so you would be a triangle, just for percussive effect. The side drum, the snare drum. We could have castanets. The list goes on. So I think you get the gist. Anything there, or no doubt there are other options. However, that will do. So that's that question completed. We'll look at the next question in the next video. I do hope this is helpful too. I hope it's helping you with your studies. I hope that you're enjoying it. I'm certainly enjoying working through it with you. If you could give me a like, that would be really super, and please do subscribe to my channel to keep updated, and please do share out the videos. Please also do visit sharonbill.com and make use of all of the resource and information that's available there to help you. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.